Hello my friends on internet, I'm Isaac Tumwine. I welcome you to this diagnostic test. It is Microsoft Word. Most of the time we call it document. So I will take you through diagnostic test, which is composed of 69 questions. So I'll be answering them and I hope you will capture the concept. My friends on internet, I don't want you to miss this. Come on and I'll show you. Come to the screen. I want to take you to the screen. Okay, you're welcome back. Let's try to dive into document together. I hope my voice is so clear so that you can hear me. I take you to document. This is the one we are doing. So we are going to use 2016. Let me click on it, and for this process you just need to wait for the process to complete so that you can proceed. Let's try to wait a little bit. Let's try to wait. So you can see everything is okay here, so we just need to click on continue so that we can move forward, and then we click on start to be able to start our test. Start our test. I think questions are coming now. So you can see at the top over here we have 69 questions that we are going to be answering. So they provide you an interface, and then they give you somewhere you can be answering from. Like this one is a question, this is an interface where you can navigate to when you're answering. So question number 1 is asking to create a new blank document. So you just need to come to file, go to new, and then you navigate to the blank document, and then that's all. So you can see we have created a new blank document. Let me try to maximize. This is the name of the document, document 1, and there is nothing inside. So if we are not using any template and it's empty, we call it a new blank document. So let's move to question number 2 and see. Let's try to move together. Open the document sport from Z. So Z is the directory, sport is the name of the document. So you just need to come to file, you go to open, then browser, then this is sport, you just click on open. Then once it opens, you just see the name of the document on top, and then you just click on answer. That's all. Let's move to question number 3 as it's coming. Save this document to Z using the file name show. So you just need to come to file, you go to save as, browse, and then here you use show instead of sports, and then you make sure you're saving it to the Z directory. This is Z directory. So you just click on save, and that's all. So here it's like they're trying to show to see actually whether you know how to save the file. That's all. Let's see question number 4. Change the word username to the Jim Brown. So you just need to come to file, you scroll down to the options, then this is the username. So instead of Sue Davis, just put Jimmy Brown, and then after you just remember to click on OK so that you can save the changes. That's all. So here they're asking which one of the following is an example of the draft view. Draft view indicates the end of the pages are using dotted lines. So this one is the best solution. So let's see the 6th question. See the 6th question. It is asking to switch to the print layout view mode. Actually, all view mode, we just come to view tab. Then we have like a read mode, print layout mode, web layout mode, outline, and even the draft view mode. So they are asking us to switch to the print layout. So we are under web layout, so we just need to click on print layout. That's all. See how simple they are. They are just as simple as that. So just like read the question and understand. Zoom the document to 105%. So you can come to view and then you can come to zoom, then you can change the percentage from here. Or even you can come on the status bar, the whole of this one we call it a status bar. Then there is always a percentage at the corner over here. You just double click on it and then you change it to a certain percentage they are asking. So it is 105. You just click on OK. Then you can see the space of the page is a little bit reducing. Then you hit answer. So one of those methods can work. Which one of the following keyboard shortcut is good practice to use to jump one word to the right within the document? We just use Control press the right arrow and then we answer. Where should you click to use the go-to feature? Go-to feature, it's like maybe you're moving from, let's say you're having a document that has 100 pages. So instead of scrolling here to go to the page you want, you can always come to find and then go to, let me use an example. Let's say maybe I have a document on my desktop. Let's say this is the desktop. Let's say I have this document over here. I don't know whose, but I'll just open it so that you can understand. You can see this document has 8 pages and I'm on page 1. So suppose I want to navigate to the 8th page. I can come to find, then I come to go to, then I can write the page number. Let's say 8. That's the page number I want to go to, and then I hit go. So you can see here I'm on page 8 of the last page, which is 8 also. So that's what we call go to. So you just need to come over here. You make sure your cursor is there in an appropriate way. Why should you click to display the ribbon? The ribbon section is the section that appears here below the tabs. So you just click on this one over here. Let's see question 11. Question 11. Hide non-printing formatting marks in the document. So the whole of these symbols that you see within the document, they are the ones we call non-printing marks. Most of the time we call them paragraph marks. But like this one here indicates a line break. Once you hold shift and then enter, and then you click on this one, this symbol will be coming. We call it a carriage return. So this one indicates a new line break. So to remove all of these symbols, like these dots represent a space between each and every word. Once you have unnecessary spaces, you'll be having like 2 or even more dots. So these ones are used like when you're writing a book to determine necessary spaces, to determine necessary line breaks, and even paragraphs. So to remove them, you just come here and then you click on this symbol to insert them or even to remove them. So the question was to hide. Let's go to question number 12. Question number 12. Let's see whether it comes. At the top of the page, enter the word Smith to the right of John. We just come to John and then we type Smith. Just to read the question and understand it, that's all. We just want to know whether you can read and understand. Just common sense. In the paragraph beginning, if possible, enter the word parking between the words they and garage. They and garage. If possible, this is if possible. This is there and garage. So we need to put a word parking here. That's all. And then you answer. Let's see question 14. Let's see question 14. Question 14 is asking, in the paragraph beginning their will, change the word customers to guests. So let's go to their will, and then we find customers, and then we put guests. Guests, and then we just answer from here. That's all. Let's wait for question 15. Question 15 is asking, use the appropriate command to find all the occurrences of the word they. Enter the number of times it occurs. After the text, enter number here. So we are going to come on find, and then we say find. Then we find the word there. You can see it appears 9 times, and then we write 9 at the top here. That's all what the question needs. And then you answer. This please wait is because of the internet. Sometimes when the internet is slow, then you get this message. Copy the word Smith from the top of the page and press it to the right of the word Dear Mr. So to copy Smith, you just select him, and then you come to this copy of the clipboard. The whole of this section we call it a clipboard. The whole of this section we call it a font. This one we call it a paragraph. This one a style. These are what we call groupings. The whole of these ones we call them tabs. Then the whole of this section where we have features, we call it a ribbon. So we copy this word, and then we bring our cursor here, and then we paste it here. That's all they needed. It's too simple as that. As simple as that. Apply italic formatting to the heading Gym, Sporting and Outdoor Goods. You select this heading, then you apply the italic. Change the font color of the heading Gym, Sporting and Outdoor Goods. So the color they are talking about actually is the font color, this one. This one is the text highlight color, this one is the font color, this one is the paragraph color. So you just need to click here, and then you can choose any color of your choice. I prefer red. You can always choose whatever you want, as long as you choose it from the font group. Let's see question number 19. They're saying capitalize each word in the text beginning John Smith and ending Dodgester. So to capitalize is just to change the case of the letters starting a word. Let's say John should be in capital letter, J should be in capital letter, S should be in capital letter, N should be in capital letter. Each letter starting a word should be in capital letter. So you just need to come here, and then you say capitalize each and every word. So you can see they are capitalized. So in your final exam, they can ask you maybe to change lowercase to uppercase. So the same way I did that. Let's see this one. Apply to Homer font to the text beginning John Smith and ending Dodgester. To Homer is just a font a font type. So you just need to come here, instead of Arial, you just choose Tahoma. That's all. Let's see 21. Question 21. Let's see question 21. Change the font size of the paragraph beginning since you to 12 point. So this is the paragraph since you just select it. Then this is the font size, this is the font type. so you change it to 12. That's what they needed, and then you hit answer. Let's go to 22, question number 22. They're saying move the paragraph beginning if possible and place it between the paragraph beginning their will and yours sincerely. So if possible, this is the paragraph. So to move it, we just need to cut it. We just need to come here, we say cut. So they're saying we place it between their will and yours sincerely. So you come just here, you hit enter, and then you paste, and then you remove this space over here using delete keyword. That's all, and then you answer. Question 23. Question 23. Let's see how it looks like. They are saying insert a hyperlink. A hyperlink will be containing a link saying gardendreams.com website just below the Bob Greengrass at the end of page 1, and then the displaying text, and then the displaying text will be visit our website. So all we need to do is just to come at the top, at the bottom, sorry, here of the text Bob Greengrass. Let's put our cursor here, and then we go to insert, we go to the hyperlink. So we type here visit our website, then here we put www.gardendreams.com. So these ones are text to be displayed, and then this one is the link, because once we click now on these words, they will be taking us to this link. So you just click on OK. So if I hold Control and I click on this one, it will be taking me to this very site. That's what we call now a hyperlink. A text or an image that contains a link. Once you click on it, it takes you to the internet somewhere. So for our case, it will be taking us to gardendreams.com. In the paragraph beginning there will start a new paragraph at the sentence beginning we at. So there will, this is their will, and then this is we at. So you put your cursor here, and then you hit enter. So these two are separated. These are two paragraphs now. So to separate two paragraphs, you use enter on your keyboard. To merge them or to combine them, you use the backspace on your keyboard. Please, for some people who does not know what I'm talking about, let me use on screen keyboard for illustrating. This is the backspace, this is the enter key on our keyboard. As simple as that. As simple as that. In the paragraph beginning we at, delete the word luxury. In the paragraph beginning we at, we delete the word luxury. This is the word luxury. You just delete, and then you answer. Question 26. Apply the first line indent. To indent is to push the text, let's say from the left margin to the right margin. So we are going to indent the first line by 1 centimeter of a certain paragraph that begins with since you. So this is the paragraph. So we are going to indent the first line. So all we do, we just need to come here on the paragraph grouping. and then we come under special, we choose first line, then we choose 1, and then we put centimeter. This is centimeter, and then we click OK. So you can see the first line is being pushed a little bit from the left margin, and the hanging lines stay static. So that's what we call indenting. Let's see question 27. Apply a 6 point before spacing to the paragraph beginning since you. Apply a 6 point before spacing to the paragraph beginning since you. So we select this paragraph over here, and then we apply a 6 point before. This is 6 point before, so we put 6 here, and then we hit OK. So there is a space added before this paragraph. Yes, it was supposed to be before. Yes. Then let's go to question 28. Question 28. Question 28 is saying remove the line break. Remove the line break after the sentence beginning weird and ending sports product. So what we do to remove a line break after the sentence, we usually use the backspace on the keyboard. So let's find this paragraph called weird. This is weird and ending sports products. So we just need to merge these two. So you bring your cursor here before us, then you hit backspace, then the two paragraphs are merged. And I think that's what they needed to remove a line break. Let's see question 29. Question 29, let's see whether it comes well. Question 29, at the bottom of the page, apply the character style name to the word Jim Brown. So we are going to go at the bottom. This is Jim Brown. We select him, and then we come to style grouping, and then we apply this one, this style code name. You can see now the style of the character changes. So we usually use the style grouping when we are creating like table of content, a list of tables, and even list of figures, and so many others. So style grouping is so crucial and even important. Maybe I will have to do a video on that one. Change the text in the document footer to customers. So to change the footer or the header, you just need to come to insert. Let's say you go to footer, and then you can go to edit footer. So you can see within our footer we have letter template. So you delete this one, and then you put the one they mentioned, which is customers. So footer is just the area reserved at the bottom that can have like address, that can have like dates, page numbers, and so forth. Then this space at the top is what we call the header. And then we can answer question 31. Let's see what it brings. Question 31. They're asking to apply automatic hyphenation through the document. So to apply hyphenation, as you can see here, there are no hyphenation within this document. Hyphenation, it's like when you're writing a word, and then once it reaches the right margin, you put a dash, and then the word continues at the bottom. So you just go to the layout, and then you go to the hyphenation, and then you apply the automatic hyphenation. Now you can see like here we have the word code special, but we have SPE and then dash, and then the rest of the character starts on the new line. So that's what we call a hyphenation now. Let's go to question 32. They are saying, where should you click to open the help function? Help function, you just need to come here. Help function can teach you to do anything in Microsoft Word, Excel, even PowerPoint, or even Publisher once you don't know how to do it. So they just give you like a guideline or even steps of how to do something. So let's look at this. This one is what we call a mail merge question. We usually use mail merge. Let's say you work for a company, and let's say you're a secretary. So that company needs, let's say, to send a letter to clients. Let's say there are 1,000 clients. So instead of composing each and every letter for every client, you can just have one template for the letter. You insert their addresses in an automatic way, and then the same letter will go to everybody containing their addresses, but without composing each and every letter for each individual. So that's what we are going to be looking at now here. So the question A is asking, open the file reminder from Z. So let's open that one. We just come to file, and then we go to open, we come to browse, and then this is reminder. You just click on open, and then the document have opened. You can see the name at the top. Then they are saying, select it as the mail merge main document of the type letters. To select it as a type letter, you just need to come into mailings, you come to start mail merge, then you choose letters. Now this question is done. Here we are trying to use this letter for mail merge. Then question B, they are asking, select the customer's file from Z. So it's like we have a letter here, but it does not have the address of those people we are going to send to. So to insert the address, you should be having them in a certain file on the side. So to bring that that file, you can come here to select recipient, go to use an existing list, then you can go to your directory, I think it was Z, then you choose customers, and then you open. Now we have opened the addresses that are supposed to be on top here. So they are saying we open customers from Z as the address list, and that's what we did actually. So after, then you answer. Let's see the following question. Question 34. It is asking, insert merge field country just below the city field. So now as you see within our letter, we have the fields. We have the title, first name, last name. These are the addresses, but we have included them in an automatic way. So now they forgot to add a country field like the way we have city here. So to add another field, you just come to insert merge field, and then you come to country, because they wanted us to add country. You can see it from here. Then B is asking, merge the form letter and address list to a new document. Now to merge them, it's like we want where we have these fields to have their addresses now. Instead of having a country field, we have a real country. Let's say Rwanda, let's say Kenya, let's say something like that. Where we have last name, or where we have first name, we have something like let's say Mark, let's say something like that. So you just need to come to finish and merge, then you say edit individual documents, then we have merge to the new document. So here you can specify the number of people you want to send this letter to. Let's say from 1 to 10, let's say from 1 to 100, something like that, and then you just click OK. So you can see now we are having the addresses over here. We're having the addresses, and that's all. This question is done. So when positioning text between side margin, one function is considered good practice to use. Which function? It is what we call aligning function. When changing distance between paragraphs, one function is considered good practice to use. They are asking which function, so it's what we call a spacing function, putting distances between lines or even paragraphs. Which method is considered good practice when adding a new page? We use a page break. Let's see 38. See 38. Change the document's orientation to portrait. You can see this page over here is too wide, so suppose you want to make it a little bit tall instead of being wide, so you can just come to layout and then you can come to orientation and then you choose portrait. So by default the page we usually have is portrait, so if you want to increase the width you can always choose landscape as an orientation. So the question was actually to change to the portrait. Okay, let's see 39. 39 is asking at the top of the page, center the heading the internet. So you just need to select this heading and then you come to this one. This is the left align, center, right align. This is for justifying the lines, making sure that the lines are equal here on the right side. So you just need to just click here so that we can center it. Let's see question number 40. Question 40. At the top of the page, apply a half-point black box border to the heading the internet. So you just select the word the internet. You come to this one is for actually borders. You just go to borders and shadings, then you choose a half. This is the box border, and then you just click on OK. So this is the border now they want. Let's see how it looks like. Copy the only formatting of the heading basics and apply the formatting to the heading other services. So within our document we are having like two subtitles, or call them headings. Let's say basics and then other services. If you see, the formatting of the basics and other services are completely different. So basics is bold and even italic, but this one is not bold and it does not contain italic. So to make this one look like this one, we have to select this one and then we come to Format Painter and then we brush this one. You can see now this one looks exactly like this one, so we use Format Painter. Let's see 42. Question number 42 is coming. Apply the paragraph style web text to the paragraph beginning what we. So it's just to, this is the paragraph they are talking about, and then we come to the style and then we apply web text. You just need to click on web text, that's all. Merge the paragraphs beginning another component and file transfer. So to merge is to combine. So you just need to come here and then you hit your backspace, that's all. And you can see now just one paragraph. There were two paragraphs, but they are now one. Question 44, saying apply a 36 point after spacing to the paragraph beginning another component and ending browser. So let's find this paragraph over here. This is the paragraph. So they are saying we apply 36 after spacing. So we come here. So this is after spacing, so we apply 36. Then we click on OK. You can see there is a space now. Okay, let's see. 45, question 45. They are saying at the bottom of the page, insert the copyright symbol to the left of Mary Smith. So you just need to scroll down, you go to Mary Smith, then you go to insert, then you go to symbols. This is the copyright symbol, and then you answer. Apply the superscript text effect to the copyright symbol at the bottom of the page. So we need to make it superscript, make it appear at the top. So you can use this one, or you can just come here on the combo box and then you choose superscript from here, and then you click OK. Two works. Whatever method you use, one of those. C47. At the bottom of the page, insert a page break after Mary Smith. Mary Smith. Just come to apply a page break. It's just like to add another page. So you just come to insert, then you come to page break. So you can see we are having an empty paper. It is saying on page 2, apply the bullets of your choice to the words network, protocol, and even so you're just applying the bullet points. You select these ones, then you come over here. These are bullet points, these are numbered lists. So let's apply bullet point, so you can choose any of your choice. On page 2, set a left tab at 5.5 centimeters in the list beginning China. So we are going to set a tab. We just come here. This is the list they are talking about. So you select it first. Then you just come under paragraph grouping. So you go to tabs. And then from here you specify what they told you. They told us 5.5 centimeter. So always remember, when they say 5.5 centimeter, write centimeter please. Then click OK. So you can see it's being shifted 5.5 centimeter. By default, those 5.5 centimeter, they will be converted in inches automatically. Question 50. Let's see, it is saying on page 2, apply a numbered list of your choice to the list beginning China and ending with Italy. So remember the previous question, we applied bullet points to these ones, so we are going now to apply numbered list to these ones. So we just come here, these are numbered lists, and then you just answer. On page 2, insert a table with 3 columns and 5 rows. Place it below internet users. enter the word rank in the first row, first column of the table. So let's go where we are supposed to, below internet users. Then we go to insert. We create a table, so we go insert a table, 3 columns and then 5 rows, and then we hit enter. So we are going to type the word rank in the first column, the first column of the first row. That's how they say it. And then you hit enter. Question 52. See question 52. On page 2, apply a different background color of your choice to the top row of the table. So to apply a background color, we just scroll to the table, we select the first row they are talking about, we go to the layout, so we go to design, then we come to shading. Then under shading you can choose any standard color of your choice. Let me choose red, prefer red. Let's see 53. Question 53, they are asking on page 2, change the word Nore in the table to Japan. So let's go to the table. This is Nore, so you select and hit delete on your keyboard. So then we put Japan, but it's supposed to be in small letters, sorry for that. Japan. You don't need to save or to do anything, you just type the word as they said. Don't save, don't do anything. Question 54. On page 2, delete the bottom row of the table. So law always learn from east to west. So this is the law they are talking about. This is the law. The bottom row is this one. So you just come to layout and then you go to delete, and then you say delete laws, and then it's no longer there. On page 2, set the width of the first column of the table to 1.5 centimeters. Width of the first column of the table. So we just come to the table, we just select the first one, and then we go to layout. This is the width, this is the height. So we change this one to 1.5 centimeters. So after typing, you hit enter on your keyboard, and you can see this number is being converted to inches, but the the size of the first column you can see have reduced compared to these ones, and even compared to what we had. 56. On page 2, change the width of all borders in the table to 1 point. So to change the borders to 1 point, you just first need to select the whole table, and then you can come under borders, you go to border and shading, then you just navigate over here. This is the width, so you choose 1, and then you hit enter. So you will not notice that there is a certain change unless if you use like 3 or any other number bigger than 1. You'll have to notice some changes. That's all they wanted. See question 57. It is asking at the bottom of the page below the table, inside the picture, internet.jpg. JPG is the extension, internet is the name of the picture, so we are getting it from Z directory. So we go below the table, we just come to insert. For inserting a picture, we go to pictures, then we navigate to Z. This is Z. In case you're not seeing Z over here, you can go to this PC, then you scroll down, then this is Z directory, this is the picture. In case you're not seeing the picture here, choose all files from this corner. Then let's click on insert. Then the picture is coming. Move the picture from the bottom of page 2 to the top of page 1 above the heading Internet. So to move, we just cut. This is the picture, you select it, then you come on top, you cut, you scroll up, then we bring the picture here. So we have to paste it here. So we use copy and paste on this clipboard. So if you want to copy or to cut or even to paste, always refer to the clipboard side. Do not use shortcuts. And then we can answer. Now 59. Let's see question 59. I think so far so good. Questions look a little bit easier. Resize the picture at the top of the page, at the top of page 1, so that it is 2.5 centimeter high, this is the height, and 3.0 centimeter wide. So what we do here, we just select the picture, then we go to format, then we just come here on the size grouping, just come to more options over here. Then you make sure this row aspect ratio is not ticked. It have been like this, so you untick. And then this is the height, so height is 2.5. Remember to put centimeter. Then width is 3.0 centimeter. After you finish, you just hit OK, and then you'll be seeing that the size of the picture has reduced a little bit. Let's see question 60. Actually, we are coming to the end of our test. Sometimes it's too long, but you need to be resilient. Use the appropriate command to automatically replace all the occurrences of the word component with part. To replace, you just come under Home tab and then replace. So since they are saying all occurrences, we need to replace all components, and then we replace it with part. So this is the existing word, this is the one we are going to replace it with this one, component and then part. Then you say replace all. So you can see there are 9 replacements we've made, then you close. That's all. Question 61. Let's see. Change the right margin to 2.5 centimeters. So you go to the layout, you go to page setup, you just come to layout, then you can come over here, or you go to margins. So they are saying the right margin, this is the right margin, so you delete everything, then you put 2.5, you put 2.5 centimeters, and then after just hit enter, or you click on OK. Add the date field to the left hand side of the document header. Choose the default format and make sure it's updated automatically. So you just come to insert for header and footer. So they are talking of header, date in header. Just come to header, you say edit header, Then you can see my cursor is at the left, and remember they said left hand side, so here we are okay. Then we just come to date and time. This is the default because it's selected. Then make sure this one is ticked, update automatically. Once it's like this, make sure you tick it and then say OK, and then close the head and footer. The reason why we want it to be updated automatically is that if you open a Word document tomorrow, you want it to be having the current date of that day. Apply the automatic page numbering function. The page numbers should be left aligned in the footer. So for footer and header, you go to insert, then footer, then you go to edit footer. So now I'm going to insert the page numbers. Page numbers will come to page number, and then I go to the bottom because I'm dealing with the footer now. And then this is the left aligned, this is the center, this is the right. Remember they said left aligned, so I just come to this one and then I close, and then I answer. Let's see 64. Actually we are coming at the end of our test. Use the spell check function and make the necessary changes. So to spell check your content, you can see like some of the words are underlined. You just come to review, you go to spelling and grammar, then you come to, if the words are highlighted here and the word they are proposing, you think the word they are proposing is correct, you click on change. Let's say you have a Swahili word here and what they are proposing is in English and it's wrong, you just click on ignore. So here I'll do change until everything is okay, until I see something like this one, and then you can answer. Use the appropriate command to undo the last action. So this is undo, this is redo. So you just click on this one. Once it's deactivated, then you should know you have clicked on it. You can see this one is activated, this one is deactivated. So this one is undo, this one is redo. Undo is to go one step behind, redo is to go where you used to be in terms of step forward. And then they are saying save this document as a Word template format to Z, and you keep the default file name. So to save it, you just come to file, go to save as, you go to browse, then you change the file type. This is the file type, so you go to Word template. Then they are saying to Z, so you navigate to Z, you make sure Z is on top, and then you save without changing the name. That's all. 67. Why should you click to add the underlined word to the dictionary? Like this one is underlined, that means it has some grammatical mistakes, or let's call it a syntax error. It's written poorly. So most of the time you right click on it and then you say add to dictionary, but for this case it's an image, so you just click on it. No way you can right click. Why should you click to display the document? How document will appear when printed? You just need to come to print and then you can go to print preview, but you just click on print. Why should you click to choose 4 copies of the document that should be printed? You just need to come on this one, which is at the top. The one is for increasing, the one is for incrementing, and then decrementing. Decrementing is decreasing, the top one is the increment, the one for incrementing. Then you can say once you see this one, you should know you're ready to finish your test and then see your marks. Actually this is our last question, so I say yes, and then I wait for the marks. And then I'll go back and check the marks. This is document, so if I'm to check the marks, and try to scroll down. You can see we had all questions well. I think there are no mistakes. So go ahead and try. This test is a little bit simple. If you read your content well and try this test, I do believe you can pass the exam. Thank you so much, and I wish you well with your test.